If you ever find a piece of sweet corn in your poo, you think to yourself, wow, you've made it through my entire body and here you are, looking up at me. Fair play, well played, well done. No, me neither. Couldn't even eat sweet corn. Shit vegan. My name is Max Ponsonby, as he said. And if you think that's bad, my full name really is Maximilian Dennis Patrick Ponsonby. And yes, I was bullied at school. But it's for me, it's me. It's my birthday. It really is though. But I grew up in Birmingham. So I was raised by Irish Catholic parents in a Muslim majority neighbourhood. Was being told I looked Jewish, so everyone hated me. I like to say I hit the Abrahamic trifecta. But yeah, I grew up in Birmingham Children's Hospital because I was born very disabled. I don't know, I think my mother just like sat on a bench with a leaky car battery underneath it or something, but I came up with so many things wrong. But yeah, I grew up in Birmingham Children's Hospital a lot. I met my best friend there, his name was Captain Mohammed, and he was in the bed next to me one day and I went, mate, are you sick too? And he went, no fam, I'm Muslim. You're a funny looking sneak, aren't you? What, did that joke have its own soundtrack? I now have a bit more comedy in music. Proof that white men have no rhythm. It's supposed to be happy birthday! To another year of the made-up construct of time that we just invented. Well done me! You lived another like 360 days. What a random amount of fucking days. Another 360. Keep it up, kids. I appreciate it. There you go. 24. There you go.
It's 365.
Yeah, there you go. I will take that. I'd quite like to die just at 42 because I like it. I think it's a cool number. There you go. I just won't have any kids. 42. I'll just like, that's the day. Give me that gun. There you go. 42 is a solid amount of years. It's just enough that you've had all your youth. It's before you hit your midlife crisis, and you also don't have to go through the risk of getting your ass wiped when you're 18. So, I didn't tell you who's doing it. Hey! Get me a job in a nursing home. This doesn't go on the clock, by the way. This is the Australian's fault. Spoonah, you fucking spoon! I want to say Spoonah, they've been very cruel. It's not your fault your dickhead parents put your name down as Spoonah. Do you actually spoon people when you meet them? No? He'll tell you later tonight. Come on, mate. He gave me a look then as if saying, children? There you go, get a load of that, Spoonah. Charles Spoonah, there you go. Anyway, what was I doing about? I'm 24, there you go, I'm 24. I'm 24, I've been working at Home Bargains, so I'm really winning for a 24-year-old. It's actually my 5th job. Guess how many have been fired from? 4! Yeah, 4. You thought I was going to say 5, but I quit from the 5th one before they fired me. I'm at the 6th. It hasn't happened yet. It's Home Bargains, which is one of the best bargains that you can get for your home. I don't know. I work on the till. It's for Christmas, you know. It should. I figure if I get to the side of what I've heard through the whispers of the retail community is the black death of Christmas and retail. If I can survive that, then I might just have enough money to carry on living for another year. So I've accepted that. On my first day induction training, I wore a hoodie I bought from the Bear Grylls Adventure course that said "Dream Big." At my 6th job at Home Bargains. I did film drama at Bath University. I graduated in 2020. So obviously I'm working at Home Bargains now and putting that to really good use. There are benefits though. There's benefits like when there's the classic, everyone knows this line, but when a clearly 80-year-old puts down a bottle of wine on the till, you go, "Can I see ID for that?" You know, it works every fucking time. Everyone loves that joke. Some people get upset. They're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Don't insult Spoonah like that." When in doubt, fall back on Spoonah. There you go. You've done us all a great favour tonight, mate. And there's also like if someone puts down like a Peppa Pig colouring book, you're like, "That's a heavy read." Puts War and Peace to fucking shame there. There you go. Well, no, my absolute favourite, the best one. I've only used it once, but it worked. It killed everyone on the queue. It was a dad put down some nappies for his kid, and went, "I don't think those will fit you." Fantastic. I am probably going to get fired soon, but those bitches need me for Christmas. And then when I get fired, who knows? There's a lot of job opportunities going right now. Mainly the army, I'm feeling. A very essential job. Slava Ukraine! A room full of Russian spies. Australia, what did Ukraine ever do to you? Bricks? But there you go, yeah. Here's the thing about the army that makes no sense, right? Why do we keep sending soldiers to deserts and then calling them Marines? What's the fucking sense in that? Marines were trained specifically for amphibious battles. Amphibious, like a frog. You ever heard of an Afghanistani frog? Afghanistan's a landlocked country, but we've lost 1,000 of the fuckers over there. What boats are you getting? The only way you're a Marine is if you have an inflatable pool with you for when the Taliban start shooting. You're just a water-themed wanker. Rest in peace, lest we forget. Talking of things that don't make any sense, why do people say Batman looks like a bat? Right? I've never seen a bat with a picture of a smaller bat on its chest. And a fucking utility belt and little black booties. It's like a bat-themed plumber. Or Spider-Man. Spider-Man, if I saw a bright red and blue spider swing around the house, beating the shit out of an octopus, I'd burn the fucking house down. That's some Australian bullshit, that is. Don't even know India yet. No, Australia, you are some mean bastards, can I say. After Steve Irwin died, hundreds of stingrays started showing up dead on beaches, mutilated. You lost one famous celebrity to a stingray and you just started Ted Bundying them. Those poor little fucking fish. They didn't know about it, it wasn't coordinated. You've got a real thing for focusing on one animal and just killing loads of those as you possibly can. Emus, emus, you lost that one, didn't you? You sucker, you fucking idiot. Lost the water fucking emus. Spoonah was probably there. That's my whole thing tonight, very good I am still sorry, Spoonah. The last thing I want to wrap up before I make my final point, the last stupid thing that makes no sense is why we mock disabled people, you know? Ooh, no one wants to say anything now, do you? But, obviously I was born with a lot of disadvantages. I mentioned growing up in Birmingham Children's Hospital. I had a heart condition called pulmonary atresia with a ventricular septal defect. No, I can't spell it either. I've got scoliosis, I've got a bit of my spine that didn't develop. So I can do this, right? That's not the full bend. If I really want to push it, I can suck myself off. But, it hurts a lot and it stays in my shoulders for days and you can only really lick the tip, so it's not worth it. I broke my neck once. I have to wear glasses and I'm also obviously outrageously autistic. So I've got all the anagrams, ADHD, OCD, whatever they are, I want it. But there you go. I just want to say that, I knew a guy that had no arms and no legs. He was a mate of mine. And he was inspirational because he still dreamed of being an Olympic swimmer. And, I want to preface this by saying, I sprinkle a lot of paedophile jokes throughout my shows. And I never, you never see them coming because I want them to surprise you. I look like a paedophile does really, but you never see it coming. But anyway, yeah, he wanted to be an Olympic swimmer, right? And I'll tell you what, it warmed my heart to watch him drown in the shallow end of that kid's swimming pool. Kid's swimming pool, I hear you are. Yes, he was a paedophile. Now you're glad he drowned, aren't you? Ableists. Anyway, there you go. I just want to wrap this all up now. I just want to acknowledge the history of this pub. I think, Saracen's Head, I've done this place a few times now. I genuinely did want to do my birthday here, because this place is just a magic around it. I don't know what it is, but it was founded in 1713, this pub. It's had a lot of people who had pints in this very room right here. I mean, 1713 was literally before they discovered Australia. Spoonah was just sat around going, I've got nothing today. The point was, aside from the, inappropriate Spoonah joke, and I'm sorry about that again, get a better name, mate. All these wars, famines, all these people would have talked about these things in this room. Talk in the year 1713. A very long time ago, there was a lot similar. The Tories won that year, and there was rebellions in Ireland. Big fucking whoop, nothing's changed. But soldiers would have sat here discussing whether they should go over to France because Napoleon was about to conquer the continent. And a few years after that, whoever was left would get back in this room and they raise a pint to the those they'd lost. About 50 years after that, people would have sat in this room and discussed the fact that there was Spanish flu going across Europe. They were afraid when it would hit Bath, and a few years later they raised a pint to those they'd lost. With Hitler, again, they talk about what their fathers told them of what World War I was like, and yet they still went, and a few years later they came back and they raised a pint to those they lost. And I think it's beautiful that all those years have passed by. In this very room, the whole world has changed around it. And that led up to 10 minutes ago when I came up here and I made a fucking poo joke. And in the 10 minutes since, those of you who are still in the room, I just want to ask that we raise a pint to those we lost along the way. There you go. Spoonah!